Okay, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the PFTC podcast with your host, Mbalenhle Zulu. Today, we are doing PFTC's latest, and to inform us on what is new in the industry will be our chairperson, Mr. Kwape. What do you have for us, Mr.
Thank you, Mapali. Okay, so the latest, you can check your newsletters on your emails. Jenna would have distributed a newsletter, latest newsletter today. Today is the 16th of
16th of April. Also, if you don't have access to our newsletters, you can find them on the website, but please do email mbali@pftc.co.za or any of our emails, just to request the link.
Or maybe support, ne?
Yeah, support, yeah.
Support, yeah.
Request the link so that we can send you the link so that you receive our newsletters automatically.
Jenna says no to support. Which email address is best to use for people to be added to the newsletter list?
Yeah, that would be mine and Carrie's.
So it's Mbali, ne? You can say it out loud. So it's Mbali. Jenna is here, by the way. It's Mbali and Carrie, ne?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Awesome. So to be added onto the mailing list.
Yes.
A lot of people still read our newsletters. It's important to read them so that you keep up to date.
Yeah.
We'll try and back them up with this sort of conversation so that it's easier for you to just in the background so that you don't read. I mean, we read all sorts of things on a daily basis. Sometimes you just want to plug onto YouTube or Facebook and then just listen into what
current events.
So current events is it's in terms of newsletter 40. PFTC's newsletter 40. Now, what's happening is there is currently a proposal to add to or amend regulations, PSIRA regulations. Now, there is quite an opposition or resistance to that. And it makes sense, a lot of sense, why. And I'll tell you what the PFTC stance is. And this is also backed up by the fact that our members feel that we need to assist them and act on their behalf and represent them.
What is the proposed amendment?
Yeah. The security, there's an organization called PSIRA who regulates security in South Africa. All the security personnel or officers who operate formally in South Africa have to be registered with PSIRA. Now, the regulations have got to do with things that they ought to comply with. For instance, booking out of firearms and getting permission to use certain caliber weapons, or sorry, not weapons, but firearms. A whole range of things, a lot that's in those regulations that the public is quite upset with because it's going to affect them very negatively in their trade. And I don't want to get into specifics, technicalities and all that. What we're going to do is we're going to share a bit more in terms of information, but we'll also try and then just get into the detail of things at a later stage and just speak to specific items.
Yeah.
Because these regulations are going to have dire implications for not just security. You must remember that security, before you become a security official, you've got to do certain training.
Yeah.
And when you are a security officer and then employed by Jenna security officers or security guards, there are things that Jenna will, in terms of this current proposed amendments, the Jenna security company will have to comply with. Get permission from PSIRA to use this firearm. Don't use this firearm at a mall. It's just complicated. It's a lot of things that are going to affect the industry and also are going to affect or dig into the economy of use of firearms in the country. Now, the stance that the PFTC is taking, and this is also in our newsletter. It's an opposition to these amendments, and is to basically just submit an objection to the powers that be. And I'm going to just make reference quickly to where it's in terms of Government Gazette. I'll tell you now. Government Gazette dated the 28th of March 2025, notice number 3088 of 2025. Notice 3088 of 2025. And at the bottom there, they detail, in the middle, obviously, they're specific in terms of what is proposed. At the bottom, they tell you where to send your objections or comments, and then that's where we'll be responding. Now, what we've done, we've requested assistance from, or sought legal counsel from our attorneys to assist and then be more detailed in our response to the powers that be. So that's going to be submitted. We'll also share that at later stage. The PFTC stance is vehemently oppose these amendments in the nicest possible way, and then basically detail how it's going to affect industry as a whole. That is farm training, that is people who are in the use, who use firearms in business environment, in the hunting sphere, in the tourism space, etc. So there's a whole range of implications for that. So just check your newsletters, and we will then get into finer details of why we say we oppose it. We'll just give you a bit of a breakdown, but you are well represented. We'll share more on that.
And just to direct you to the newsletter for now, it will be on www.pftc.co.za, and then when you get onto the PFTC website, there is on
a link.
The subject bar. Thank you. On the subject bar, there's a place where it says newsletters. You can just go, it says media, and then the drop down. At the end, there's newsletters. Click on that. All our newspapers are on there. Newsletters are on there. For Grading Street.
For the record, we don't do newspapers. It's just newsletters.
We don't. Sorry. Okay. Newsletters.
Yes.
Just so.
Jenna, do we do newspapers?
Just so you have that.
No. Newsletters.
For reference.
Okay.
For reference, but we did get a couple of questions, especially from industry. I know I've gotten lots. Some videos and stuff like that have come through to me from security guard friends who have seen a video that was posted by Martin Hood, and they are quite concerned. So I just wanted to know: is there a way that the public can contribute to opposing?
As I said, there's a link to. Not the link, sorry. There is the actual notice gives you direction in terms of where you should send your submission. But the nice thing is South Africa is well represented in terms of institutions, organizations that represent the farms community. Whether it be hunting, whether it's being sports, training, security, well represented. So a lot of these organizations will have taken a stance based on obviously what you have given direction to them to do. Well-informed organizations who actually fight for your rights, for the interest of the public. So for now, if you want to directly contribute, there's that link. I'll just try and get that link and then just give it to you, but just refer to that notice. Maybe what we can do is at a later stage when we do another discussion, podcast, create a link to that specific document so that the public is able to identify it, click on it, open it, and then see, and they'll be direct in terms of, I don't have it unfortunately with me now, but we will try and do that for you.
All right, perfect. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Here we go.
I'm glad you didn't say from the horse's mouth. I'm not a horse.
You're not a horse.
Okay, thank you.
PFTC latest.
Okay.